All right, this is Remy's training video. The majority of things that you asked me to work on with him are impulse control exercises. So he's now a nice boy. He can control himself in many different circumstances, which I will show you. Obviously, listening to his name coming when called, he's doing a lot better with that. I've paired his name with positive reinforcement, so anytime he goes, okay buddy, anytime he goes off to look at something, you say his name. Of course, he's looking at me now. Yeah, because he knows I've got good treats for him. I just say his name, and that will mean Remy. It means he comes to me. He has to come very close to get his treat, and the reason I do that is because he was having that collar issue where you go and grab his collar, and then you kind of run away from you or kind of balk at that. So now he comes nice and close, so you can grab his collar if you have to. He obviously knows sit and lie down. I think he had a good grasp of that. Leave it. He had a good grasp of that before, but he just kind of ignored you guys. So now he's doing it when we ask. So sit and lie down. Pretty easy. He has to get the cookie after his elbows hit the floor. He was pretty quick about going down and popping back up. So now he's down until I tell him he can get up. And his release word for that is okay. Remy, okay. And I toss a treat out forward for him to get that. So that's that. I taught him leave it. You can do leave it from your hand and from the floor. So you teach it first, really controlled, fingers around the treat. I let him chew on it and I say leave it. Open hand and take it. So once he backs off on his own, he gets the treat. Pretty much immediately right now, you can add duration to that. So time spent with him looking at the treat as well. I think he's ready for that at this point. Buddy, sit. So you let him chew, leave it, and then you open hand and take it. So he does that. We also do leave it from the floor. So we throw out a treat here. This is probably much harder for him at this point because he thinks it's easily grabbed. We just started this one. Throw it out, leave it, come here. Good boy, Remy. So it's leave it, come here. If he goes to get that, he gets a little pop on the collar. Leave it, come here. Good boy. So he lets it alone and turns to me, comes to me. He never gets the object that's on the floor though. That gets picked up because I don't want him to think that he can self-gratify. So all that good stuff in his life comes from me. We've taught him drop it, which is it's in your mouth, spit it out. So for this, I'm sending this home with you as a bully stick. The only time he gets this is for this exercise, so he thinks it's really special. Drop it. Drop it. Hey. Drop it. So with this, he's viewing his right now, his bully stick better than my cheese. Drop it. Take it. It should be a trade, so that's kind of good because you can see what happens if he doesn't drop it for you. Drop it. Drop it. The one hand goes on the item. You kind of help him guide it out. Good, take it. He does not get both. He gets one or the other. All right. So normally he's been spitting that out on the floor, but that was kind of good because you can see what to do if he doesn't do that. Leave it. Oh, the other thing we were using this for was a little impulse control exercise with items held over his head. That was one thing that he did that you guys didn't like, was kind of jumping up. So I do one of these. If he doesn't jump or grab at it, he gets a treat for that. He turns his head the opposite direction, which is adorable. Okay, he gets his treat. So if he's showing impulse control there, he gets a cookie for that. And we start our sit stay. That was on your list. The down that we have started is pretty much a down stay without adding the stay command. So down until I tell you can get up. That's what down stay is. But for sit stay, sit. He's doing everything from the left, by the way. I've been keeping that consistent with him. So he has a hand signal for stay, which is this. And then you can kind of pivot around the front of him. Right now, this is all on leash. We always return to the same side. Say, okay, and he tosses his treat. So whether he's on a down until I tell you you can get up, or a sit stay, his release is the same, which is okay. Show it one more time. Sit. Stay. So this is a 6-foot leash to kind of give you an idea. We're not doing more than 6 feet. Okay, good boy. So that's that. When he first got here, he was doing a hand feeding exercise with me. So when I fed him, he was doing 3 cups in the morning, 3 cups at night. That's still kind of what he's at now. He's been eating more readily because I think he's hungrier in between. So you would measure out 3 cups, you put it in his bowl, and then scoop some out in your hand and let him eat it for the entirety of his meal. If he doesn't eat it within 10 minutes, then that amount goes up till dinner time. So he quickly learns that there's limits to his food intake and the times of which he has to do that, which makes him work harder for his treats and things throughout the time that he's with us. And I think the only other thing that we worked on that's notable is off. That was one thing that was a big item on your list with your daughter, I believe. Leave it, buddy. Leave it. He's scratching at his collar. So if he's going to jump on you, normally with these guys, we just kind of cross our arms and lift our knee as a correction. With him, since he's so big, I'm just giving a pop on the collar down. And the same thing with him lifting his feet. So he was a paw swiper, which he still does on occasion, not near as bad as it was. But the command for that is still off and you're giving a pop down. I also taught him that these things, where is it, means sit. Okay, so people, when they greet the dog, they'll go, oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. So that to him now means sit instead of jump up. So we can train our dogs sometimes, but we can't always train other people. So as far as that goes, as you can see, he's much more passive now than he was. Which is great, and we're going to keep you rolling on that. So when you pick him up tonight, I'll give you some homework exercises to do with him to kind of keep that rolling. But super great guy. He is welcome back anytime. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You guys know where I'm at, and it was great having him.